welcome back to my channel. I'm going to talk a little bit while I'm getting started on this, but today I was going to do a quick little card for my dad for his birthday, and I feel so horrible about this. I'm actually doing this and filming this on his birthday, so I completely missed the boat on actually sending him a card. But he's actually coming to the house tomorrow, and I was like, I can't not give my dad a card. So I thought, what can I do? I've got all this craft supplies. And side note, I want to do this. Like, I want to make cards for people, and I have so much craft supplies that I'm hardly using, and I think that's a great way of using it. But we just moved into our home, a new home, about 3 months ago, and we're still not, like, especially my craft room, it has been like the lowest on the list, unfortunately, so at getting organized. So it is completely a wreck, and we're about to have to empty it all out anyway because we're going to have the floors redone in it, which I'm super excited. But anyway, after that, hopefully I'll kind of get it back in order so that I can more efficiently use my supplies. But anyway, so I was like, well, let's just do this. So I honestly did this in less than 20 minutes, but I've cut it down a little bit for the video purposes. But I just wanted to see what I could do real quickly. My dad loves purple, so you saw me pulling out some purple paper that I plan to use. I also had the idea of doing it as like a postcard style, so I'm just going to kind of decorate the front and then basically write on the back, so it's not going to be like a trifold or anything like that. And I also wanted to point out that I'm not completely horrible about forgetting this. My dad's birthday and my brother's birthday are both in February, and we usually try to kind of end up getting together for both of them at the same time at some point in February. And so this year it is going to be at the end of the month, so I knew that I had until then that I would probably give him a birthday present and everything at that celebration. But I still want to give him a card. I just can't not give a card. So anyway, I'm not completely forgetful about things like this. But here I am just kind of practicing at trying to write happy birthday. I'm using the Jane Davenport mermaid markers to try this. And at first you might have seen me do it and it was just horrible, and I was like going really slow, and then the second time I kind of sped up a little bit and I actually liked the way it looked. So this third time I'm attempting to just like go at it and not think about it too much. And hey, it's not perfect, but it's fine. I have not practiced my hand lettering at all, so that is definitely something I'm trying to work on, but it'll work. So here I'm just going back through and kind of, darkening it up a little bit, adding some bold areas just to make it stand out a little bit. And then to the cardstock that you saw me pull, the paper pack that I was using before, let me see, I've got it right here. It's a Craftsmith brand. Soho Boutique is the name of it. 48 sheets, and it does have metallic. It's actually kind of thick, so that's why I went with it. But I can't remember if it came from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. This set of washi that you see now is the seasonal washi tape box from Michael's, so you can tell it has all the seasonal things in it. But I was looking through over here on the right hand side, there's several options for birthday, so I was trying to kind of pick what I wanted to use and ended up picking the little cupcake washi strips. So basically then I just cut down the card. So my intention is I'm going to use the purple as the background, and I'm going to put this on top of that, and that'll be the front of the card. So now I'm just going to add on the washi. And what I love about doing it this way too is, like, I'm not concerned about cutting the washi perfectly or anything. I'm just going to rip it off and then flip it around the back. So, those are your back edges, so you don't have to worry about those. And when you place it on the card, nobody knows the difference. So it looks like you cut it perfectly straight. Okay, so then when I noticed how like really see-through it is, it's really cute, but I thought, can I paint these? So I started pulling out the mermaid markers again, and so I just wanted to talk about the color I used to write. That purple color was called Deep Sea. And then the blue color that I'm using now is called Blue Bottle. It's really pretty. And I will say that, it pulls up, as you can probably see on this washi tape surface. So it's not, seeping into the paper or anything. So I'm definitely going to have to deal with that later, which you'll see me do. So here is the yellow color is called Pirate's Gold, which I just went through, and then I added on top of that the coral color to kind of blend it with that yellow to make it a little bit kind of orangey colored. But I thought it turned out pretty cute. You probably can't really tell very well on here. But then I also grabbed seaweed, which is a seaweed green color, and just kind of colored in the bottom part of the cupcakes. But that was actually really fun. I was excited to do it. So now I'm just kind of placing it on here to see exactly how big I need to cut it. And that's what I'm doing now, is just cutting down the card that will go on. Perfect. So now I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do with this extra watercolor that you see here? And I've watched Allie Brown does this all the time, and I think it's amazing. I will link to her channel below if you're not familiar. But she never wants to waste her color, and I think that makes so much sense. So she just like blots it on and then lets it turn into something. So that's what I did on the back of the card. Remember, I am going to write on the back of the card, so this is just kind of my way of decorating the back of the card, and that took care of all that excess watercolor that was on there. Alright, so then I decided to pull out the Jane Davenport watercolor set, and this is her Brights palette. And I just have a water brush that was filled here, just that's a very cheapo version. If I can find a link for it, I'll definitely link to it for you. But just thought I would grab some watercolor here and just splatter it on, basically. Splotch it on. Honestly, I was just looking for any excuse to kind of play with my watercolors because I haven't played with them in forever. And then I kind of squirted some water out of my brush there on the pan just to help clean it some before I put it in a different color. And this is purple. Since Dad likes purple, I thought I would use that color to add just a little more. And there's really no rhyme or reason to this. It's just I like to kind of like make a little border is kind of what I was going for there. So, and here I'm just cleaning up my palette. I had a little bit of water there that I needed to blot up before I wanted to close it. And it did, I mean, this is just cardstock, so it's not intended really for watercolor, but it did kind of curl up the paper a little bit, but it's not a big deal to me. It looks fine. That's the fun part about watercolor, is the way it crinkles up paper and such. So now I kind of go a little crazy with the washi tape. It was just killing me that it was kind of off center here, and I guess I could have cut it down a little bit, but I don't know, for some reason I just wanted to use all the washies. I went and grabbed the balloon washi and basically did the same idea that I did with the cupcakes, turning it around the backside on the backside. And this is still washi coming out of that seasonal washi tape box from Michael's. And then I still felt like the top was missing something, so I grabbed this. I think it's just red. Where is it? Red and blue. Yeah, just red and kind of like blue little confetti looking washi that I just put there along the top. And same thing with wrapping it around on the back side. And I was still not happy, so I grabbed a pen and just decided to draw some lines and dots. Just wanted to keep adding stuff until basically I felt that it wasn't so plain looking. It felt very plain. It needed some extra. And then I think I pulled out a blue. These are Paper Mate Flares, by the way. That black one and then this blue one. And that might not show up very well, but I just went through and kind of highlighted along the words that I had previously written, just to give it a little extra something. And now I think I'm finally finished with that part. So then I just grabbed what did I get? I think it's one of the cheap ones from Michael's. It's the brand Thermo Web. Little like adhesive roller. I'm pretty sure that came from like the dollar spot area of Michael's. So if you're familiar with that area, I don't know if you've ever seen them before, but they're just little adhesive rollers. It's the pink one. I've also had like a light green teal color, aqua color one. I mean, to me they work fine. And sometimes I just see them, so I'm like, oh, let me grab some more of these because you can always use those. So just put a bunch of this on the back of it and then put it on top. So that's really it. And then you'll see at the very end a picture of where I wrote on the back of it as well. But that's just a really easy, quick, simple, less than 20-minute card you can make. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Take care.